Hi everyone, good evening. This is Kellyanne, the High Priestess, bringing you divine messages. Tonight's reading is going to be for those of you with your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements, or any combination of those in the sign of Virgo. I've already pre-shuffled with your energy so that we can get started. Let's just cut the deck and let's begin. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my ancestors and loved ones that have crossed over. Thank you for this gift of divination and thank you for your blessings as well as your protection. Spirit, as I attempt to interpret and clarify these messages and advice that you will be channeling through me this evening, I ask that you please be as specific as possible so that I may interpret your messages correctly to provide accurate guidance for my seekers, my Virgo viewers tonight. Okay, so we have a lot of cards wanting to turn, wanting to flip over. So I'm going to take a look at all of them and see what is going on here. Okay. So we'll start with your current energy here. Spirit, can I also have any obstacles or challenges for Virgo right now? Obstacles or challenges for Virgo right now. Thank you. Okay, so we'll take a look at what we have down on the clock here first. And then I'm going to clarify as we go to bring you more information. And then we'll take a look at your near future energy so that you can see what's coming around the corner for you, as well as any issues that you may not be aware of that you don't see coming. And then I'll be taking a look at some advice or messages from Spirit, hopefully. Okay. All right, so we have the Tower reversed, major for Scorpio. We have the Hermit, that's you, your Virgo card. We have Justice, major for Libra. Ace of Cups, the World in reverse. The World is associated with Scorpio, Aquarius, can be Leo, can be Taurus, as well as the Hangman in reverse, major for Pisces. So you have an absolute ton of major arcana cards here, with the exception of this Ace of Cups, you have 5 out of 6 cards here as your major arcana. And you also have the Four of Swords in reverse coming up as your issue or your challenge. When you have so many major arcana cards come out in a reading, whether they're upright or reversed, it really does indicate that the divine is stepping in on your behalf at this point. And it also indicates that you really don't have as much control as you think you do right now. You need to understand that fate and destiny and divine timing and karma is very much real. And, there's a reason for every season in our lives, and people come in and out of our lives for different reasons to help us along on our soul's journey and to master certain life lessons. Um, so let's take a look at what's here and see what's going on for you. Okay? So right away, Virgo, because your Hermit card is coming out, that's the energy associated with the sign of Virgo. I feel like you newly have come upon this sense of inner peace and a sense of justice and balance being brought back into your like being, into your aura, into your everyday, goings on. And I feel like that was missing for quite some time. The reason that I feel that this is happening for you right now is because you have been able to finally, on many levels, release energy that is no longer serving you. You have come to realize that hanging on to things and harping on things and things that may have happened in the past that were painful or psychologically very troubling for you, you have figured out through self reflection and introspection that you are no longer going to hold on to this energy. And in doing so, I am really picking up the sense of you being able to see things a different perspective. You're seeing things with fresh eyes. You're also maybe able to see things from your other person's perspective now, whereas before you have not. And I feel that also as a result, there may be, if you're not already experiencing this, I feel like there may be, in the very near future, a newfound sense of like a new beginning in terms of your relationship, or if you have completely split from your person, a new relationship is on its way. Okay, there's definitely a new energy here with this Ace of Cups for a new loving opportunity here. Okay, now what I see coming though as your current issue, or what's coming up as your current issue, is that you are still struggling to take care of you. Okay. I feel like as a Virgo, as an earth sign, you spend so much of your time dedicating yourself to others and making sure everyone's okay, and making sure all their needs and wants are taken care of. And, and that's fine. And in doing so, you become quite exhausted, especially when you may have gone through something in the past that was uh, quite troubling for you. And I'm going to get to that in a moment. The Four of Swords in reverse really speaks to you finally being able, excuse me, to let go of those thoughts, those obsessive thoughts, and really free up your headspace. Just get out of your own head. Stop thinking about it. Just let it be. Rest your mind. Whether that's, through meditation, through spending time alone, through sleeping, through exercising, for taking walks, going to get a massage, whatever it is, whatever you need to do, you need to really take the time to focus on you right now. Okay, because if you don't, you're going to wind up in a bad place. Your health is going to suffer. Your mental state is going to suffer. You're going to be cranky and crabby, and not being you won't be able to be like present. And I feel like things are on the up and up for you. Okay. um, I think things are better. I feel like your emotional state is better. The sense of equality and balance and justice has come back into the picture. And I feel like that was missing for you, Virgo, for a while. Um, However, I'm picking up that somebody is definitely pushing back on allowing something to be over. Now, in the past, I've seen this card come up for you, and I felt like this was your energy, but for some reason this time I feel like it may be your person's energy. Okay. I feel like somebody has seen a change in you. I feel like somebody recognizes that you're seeing things differently, and that you have spent time thinking about your part in this and what you want for yourself, and going into that quiet space and really focusing on the things that you need to, and the things that you need to work on in terms of your part in this relationship. And I feel like as a result, you're presenting yourself differently, and you're being received differently. You may not even be noticing the changes, but I feel like your person is absolutely noticing it. And they are actually, I feel a little bit nervous here with this tower. That's the sense I'm getting, like a little bit of like anxiety, because I feel like your person may actually be worried that you may be on a different level than you were previously, an emotional level or a psychological level. And I feel like you're demonstrating maybe a stronger sense of independence, or just in how you carry yourself, and also how you react. Like maybe you're just not reacting in the way that you normally would to certain triggers or conversations, or just in your day-to-day interaction. I feel like maybe you've changed your pattern of behavior, And in doing so, you've changed the dynamic in the relationship and it's shifted. That's what I'm picking up. Now, I do not see closure to this relationship. I'm not picking up a sense of finality here. Um, I feel like there are still life lessons to be learned here with your person, but I don't see this relationship ending right now. I don't see that happening. Um, but I do feel like there is some sense of karma that still needs to be played out here, whether it's for good or for bad. And I feel like there are still, like I said, life lessons that you may need to master in terms of like evolving, not only within yourself, but in terms of your participation in your actual partnership with your person. But that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, so I feel like this is an improvement. um we've done several readings for quite some time, and I feel like you were really going through it. So let's clarify some of these cards. First of all, can I please have guidance on this Four of Swords in reverse for Virgo? Okay, you have the Ten of Wands. I was just saying you need to focus on you right now and heal, rest your mind, because you recently kind of closed out a cycle where you finally were able to put down a huge burden, a huge weight that was on your shoulders, something that you were carrying around for a while that was very, very troubling, very heavy, very psychologically and emotionally challenging for you. And because this is a 10 in tarot, that means that a cycle has closed out. But this card is coming up in reverse. So I feel like even though that thing has taken place already, the worst part is over, it's that part's over. I feel like your energy is still lingering here. Like it's still, weighing on you heavily. Maybe not as bad as it was before, but it's still around. Absolutely. And I feel like that's why this card is coming up as your challenge, because you need to psychologically and like cognitively think through this process, problem solve, and give your mind a rest a little bit. Okay. Um, I also want to clarify this world card here for you, Virgo. Why is the world card here for Virgo? Okay. All right. So we have the Nine of Swords. You've been doing a lot of worrying. There's so much worrying. You're so nervous. You've been maybe losing sleep, feeling very stressed, a lot of anxiety lately. And perhaps that's why you finally decided, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to allow your behaviors to dictate my happiness. Okay? And that's what I'm getting. I feel like I said before, with this Hangman, this is major for Pisces, this huge sense of like release, like just giving it up, understanding that you can't control other people or what they do or what they say, and kind of understanding that, things are going to play out the way that they're meant to. I love that the Hermit, the Justice, and the Ace of Cups are all side by side here, because I feel like they all tie in together. There's like this sense of self improvement and self reflection here, which then leads itself to this greater sense of justice and fairness and equality, like you've balanced the scales perhaps with your person. And that lends itself to this new opportunity here in love, right? So I like what I'm seeing so far. Okay, let's go ahead and move into your near future energy. Can I have near future energy, please, for Virgo? What's coming around the corner? What can my Virgos expect in the near future, please? Thank you. So we have a few cards already. We have the Ten of Wands, same card as what is up here. You have the Five of Cups reversed, Six of Pentacles reversed, and the Empress reversed. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune, also in reverse. Let me take a sip of water here. Okay, so in the near future, you are absolutely, without a doubt, unloading yourself of this burden. You're like over it. You're not carrying this weight around anymore. You're refusing to. You're like, I'm so done. I'm so tired of this. I'm just not having it anymore. And the reason that you're going to feel that way is because you are so sick and tired of feeling sad and depressed and remorseful, feeling like a sense of sorrow and grief about your situation with your person. You're also sick and tired of, feeling like your person is like just giving you like slim pickings, like almost like giving you just enough to keep you quiet, but not really fully participating or being fully present in your dynamic. And when you feel like somebody's breadcrumbing you, it kind of makes you feel like you have less value in the relationship than the other person. It's really unfair, without that sense of reciprocity there. And this Empress card, which is major for Taurus, it's Earth energy, so it's Taurus. It could also relate to Virgo and Capricorn as well. You are going to still feel like instead of caring for others, instead of like exhibiting that nurturing Mother Earth kind of motherly energy that you typically would, possibly as a wife or a mother here, even, you feel like you don't wish to do that so much anymore. You wish to maybe look at your own needs for a while. Maybe you want to focus on, taking care of you and worrying about yourself, which is great because that's exactly what your challenge is anyway over here, is to kind of, take care of you right now. And I just feel like you've grown sick of always being maybe the caregiver, the one to make sure everybody's okay. You're the one who's keeping that flow, that evenness in the home, trying to hold everything down, and your person may not be contributing that, right? You feel like you're handling everything, and your person maybe is not. Maybe they're not an equal contributor, right? It's missing that 50-50 dynamic still. I still feel, just like with this World card in reverse, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're still, oh, excuse me, going to feel like you're in a place of being stagnant, like you're not moving forward, you're not making any progress. You don't see anything changing really. And that's okay, because healing is a process and it takes time. But like I said, I feel like with the cards that I see so far, and the fact that you are really like almost like putting your foot down and not allowing others choices to kind of determine how you're going to go about your day-to-day interactions and how you're going to present yourself and carry yourself. And the fact that you're doing that, you're not going to excuse me, my goodness, you're not going to allow it to kind of change your outlook, right? um But like I said, right now I feel like there's almost like a stagnant kind of energy where you don't really see, excuse me, things moving forward. Tell me why this Empress is here for Virgo, please. Can you clarify the Empress? Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here for Virgo in reverse? Why is the Empress here for Virgo? Clarify this for me, please. Thank you. Wow, we have the Hermit again. Again. That is not a coincidence. That's your card. That's your card. I feel overall it's that you really have just spent so much time figuring out who you are here, who you want to be, how to kind of bring light into that dark place, right? Looking within, finding that quiet space inside yourself. You know, you've healed, you're healing, you're working on yourself. You know, the Hermit is all about being in that alone space, which at sometimes it can feel very scary, but it always somehow winds up being very, very cathartic. Sometimes it's exactly what we need. And sometimes, you know, things happen in our lives that force us into that hermit energy. But I never really feel that that energy is anything bad. Like I always feel like there's lessons to be learned here. And those lessons come from your own thoughts, your own intuitive kind of feelings and sensations. And by demonstrating that and by using that to your advantage, you've been able to kind of put these weights down, things that aren't serving you. And I kind of like, even though you're in this like lull and you don't really see any progress, maybe in terms of your dynamic with your person, I see huge growth here in terms of your own personal gain here, meaning like your own self value, the way that, you know, you give like daily affirmations to yourself. You've grown, I feel like spiritually, and I also am picking up a sense of like better self esteem, better compassion, better you know, like almost like a sense of being able to forgive yourself and forgive others. Like overall, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of growth here. So I feel like no matter what happens, you're in so much more of a better place than you were in previous readings, Virgo. So I love this. Okay. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is also another card. Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus energy. It's very similar to the world. Can I have guidance on the Wheel of Fortune, please? Sure. Guidance on the Wheel of Fortune. And guidance on the Wheel of Fortune for Virgo. You know when you're ready. Thank you, Spirit. The Magician. This is Gemini energy. You're trying very hard to utilize all of your skills, all of your talents, to kind of bring what you want to fruition here. And I feel like your wants and needs have changed from previous readings, even like just a few months ago. I feel like what you're trying to manifest does not really so much have to do with the dynamic between you and your person. I feel like it's more in terms of your own self growth, your own self awareness, your own happiness, you know, understanding, like I said, that the divine is always working in the background on your behalf and allowing that understanding to kind of translate into acceptance and giving up that false sense of control that we always think we have in situations, right? Because you can't control what another person does or what they say or what their choices are. Um, I feel like you're working on something here. You're definitely, trying to make something happen, trying to bring something to fruition, trying to use your skills to bring something new to the table. And I like that. Okay. Um, let's get some advice from your spirit guides here, your guardian angels. Can I have advice or messages for Virgo moving forward, please? Advice or messages for Virgo moving forward. Okay. So there's a card here that says reconsider. Maybe you were looking at things in a way that really wasn't healthy. Maybe you were seeing yourself in a place that really wasn't healthy. And Spirit is letting you know that maybe it's time to look at it differently, to think about it differently. Maybe you have some plans in your head about something that you'd like to do. Maybe now is not the right time, or maybe now is the perfect time, depending on, what question you were having in your head as I was doing this reading. You'll have to take this message, how it resonates for you. But, we can always take a time to step back and think things through just one more time. Okay? So let's see what else Spirit has to say. Advice or messages for Virgo. Okay. You also have the success card. That's always beautiful. But you also have the no. So again, I feel like the reconsider and the no definitely have to be pulled from your own personal experience, whatever it is that you are working on right now, or working through, I should say. But you should know that success is on the way. And I feel like a lot of the success is coming from you and the self work and the self improvement and that introspective time that you've spent maybe alone or just thinking things through. Maybe you're even healing and going to therapy. There's always that option. Or you could be just working on things on your own, and that's okay too. But I feel like success is yours. And I did mention this earlier. Like, I feel like overall, it's not so much success in terms of the two of you, maybe. That's yet to be seen. But I feel like in terms of your own personal growth, you have gained so much. That's what I feel here. I feel like it's healthy. It feels good to me. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. So this is what I have for you tonight, Virgo. I hope that this reading has been helpful. A quick plug, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. If you like the services I provide here and you enjoy listening to my readings, you can give me a thumbs up to show that you like what I'm doing. All of that promotes my channel here on YouTube, so I'd appreciate that. And of course, you can always shoot me a comment, and I'd be happy to get back to you. Okay? That being said, I wish you happiness and blessings, and I'll see you again at your next reading. Good evening.